When most of us think of wartime coinage, we always talk about those steel cents made in 1943. But did you know that prior to that, the year before, 1942, they also made wartime nickels? They made them from 1942 to 1945. Tonight we have two coins from 1942, the two mints they made, that's Philadelphia and San Francisco. They did not make any Denver's year one, and these are high grade 66. $89.95 is the price for the pair together. And again, it's the first year of issue of the wartime nickels. They made them for a few years. They needed to change the composition of the nickel because they needed the nickel material for the war efforts. It's the first time ever and also the only time, never made again, where nickel's made out of silver.
It's a great part of U.S. history that we just flip-flop what's important based upon the needs of today, right? I think we've all done that personally on different things, but as a government, we're going to make nickels out of silver because nickel is needed for war materials is an interesting concept. But even with all the special nickels released in the last half century, they never went back to making another silver. Now, you notice there in the reverse, it's right there. That is the first time the letter P, which is for Philadelphia, ever showed up on a U.S. coin. So it's not only the first silver nickel, it's the first time the Philadelphia mint mark was ever used. And they used it again just as a reference to people that these are the silver coins. Above Monticello Dome on the reverse is that big mint mark. Whether it's a P, D, and or an S, it is just outright special.
Now, they made coins from 1942 through 1945, and in the years 43 through 45, they made Philadelphia, Denver's, and San Francisco's. Year one this year, 1942, just Philadelphia and San Francisco. Well, out of those 11 coins altogether, we have a report that we can check, which is the 66 grade and up, an NGC census report, to see, of all the coins, where do these stack, right? Where do these stack amongst the years around it and similar coins and whatnot? We're finding that, according to NGC, there are only 4,166 two-piece sets from year one available in 66 grade or better. That is these two, the Philadelphia and the San Francisco. Very, very small population, again, under 5,000 sets known to exist. And it's $89.95 together. This pair sells with our competition in uncirculated condition.
Which is 7 grades lower.
7 grades lower, say a Mint State 60, if you want to put it on the Sheldon scale, $120. We're at $89.95, $45 per coin.
It's just a significant part of history. It's for what it is, silver in a nickel for the first time. The mint mark on a coin for the first time. High grade, low quantity. If you look at the mintages, just as a relationship issue, it just becomes mentally staggering. They made 57.8 million Ps. There are 5,037 of them this nice, 3/4 of a century later. They made 32.9 million S's. There are 4,166, which is, again, for the first year pair, the limiting factor. Think about that. They're both 5,000 or less, basically. It's just how special. So the story can't beat it. The uniqueness of first year can't beat it. The uniqueness of the P mint mark can't beat it. And tonight, the price. Again, our competition sells just these coins, the war nickels, the silver nickels from the first year of issue for $120. And they sell out all the time. We're always paying attention to what's around us, and they're always selling it out. Tonight, we have some of the finest known specimens, certified by NGC, and we're at $45 a coin, basically. It's just a great opportunity, whether you collect nickels or not. Do you love U.S. history? Do you love coin history? Do you love the significance that coins have on our history? And this coin, again, is the first. It was an alloy change because of the war. Never been done before. Did it here. Steel cent came after this. Mint mark, first time. It's just, there's so many little widgets that are on this two-coin set, and they're affordable. That's the surprising part. For as much history and significance these two coins play in U.S. coins in general, they're still affordable today. So it doesn't have to be expensive to be rare. Always remember that.
Under $45 per coin. Again, a two-piece set. Both of these graded independently as Mint State 66 by NGC. Competition $30 north, 6 grades, 7 grades lower. And again, look at the mint marks on the reverse. First time ever we're seeing a Philadelphia mint mark, and especially so prominent on both of these. They put through the entire 11 coin series this prominent mint mark on the reverse. Philadelphia, Denver, San Francisco, each had their own mint marks. And look how large it is. It's to make sure that everybody knew, hey, these are different. These are silver. These are not the regular nickels that you, they wanted to make sure that it was very obvious. And I think they succeeded in that.
Oh, they big time succeeded. I mean, have you, whether it's this is a nickel, by the way. A Morgan dollar doesn't have an S mint mark that big. And that's the largest silver coin ever. They wanted to make a statement. This is unique. This is different. This is special. And they did it. That mint mark, the P, the mint mark, the S, both of these special. Now, good question, Hunter. Thank you. Yes, the Philadelphia mint mark was on all 4 years. So 42, 3, 4, and 5, the years they made silver nickels, the P mint mark was on all of them. Then they stopped using the P mint mark again. And that didn't come back until recently in the last few decades. So it's a first time ever event, special stuff. Guys, we got to put a 1-minute clock up. My apologies, we've been blowing right past the fact that the phones are very busy, and that means avccoins.com is a great place to be.
So if you jump online, that's abccoins.com. The item number is 905-6506 on this one. You'll find that search bar on the top right. And all you have to do is put in that number and find this set, add it to your cart, process at checkout. We are down to a limited number of pairs available, so just don't miss out. Good.
Another great question came up. Thank you through the process. Why does it say silver on the 42P and not on the 42S? In 1942, at the beginning of the year, they made Philadelphia nickels. And then the middle of the year, they made Philadelphia silver nickels. So they put silver on the P because there were two versions, right? And they didn't want to put nickel on the regular because it's supposed to be a nickel. On the other hand, the 43Ss are all silver. So they didn't put the designation there. So it's a good question. Thank you, caller, for bringing it to the attention. We always want to talk about significance, and that's just the uniqueness of how this goes. But again, you referenced $120 for uncirculated coins in capsules. Or you can get some of the finest known specimens on the planet for a fraction of that price. It's time to give us a call.